So before the outbreak of the Iran hostilities in the Middle East that's happening, air cargo was growing steadily. So year on year, it was growing multi-digit, not only in Asia Pacific but globally as well. But since the outbreak of the war from end of February March, there has been a decline. So globally, the air cargo demand has declined slightly, not as much as people would have thought about, but it has declined. But what has also happened simultaneously, though the speed of growth of air cargo in Asia Pacific might have slowed down, but it's still growing. So it has grown about in single digits. Definitely, it's grown since the outbreak as well. So what I'm trying to get across here is that there is strong demand in the region, especially because coming from demand for e-commerce, from high value manufacturing, from semiconductors. So there's a strong demand there. It's just for stakeholders to navigate how can they manage costs with this increasing demand. So that's what is currently happening. But the one important factor, and which is, I believe, one of the most important factors for airlines globally now, is the price and the availability of fuel. And this directly impacts the price of the tickets in case of passenger aircraft, and in terms of cargo, it impacts directly the price that the shippers have to pay for a kilo of air cargo, be it belly cargo or be it a freighter. So the next deciding point will be, where does the fuel price move? Does it increase from here? Does it come back to what it was originally? Also bringing or cooling down the prices as well, because there have been double-digit increases in air cargo prices globally. What comes next depends on multiple scenarios. So one is, of course, the most likely, which everybody wants, is tomorrow Straits of Hormuz open up and we try and go back to normal in a couple of weeks. But airlines, air cargo operators globally are preparing for what if this Strait of Hormuz doesn't open, what if the crisis continues. So they're trying to find out alternate routes where they can focus their availability on. So bring in that revenue from alternate routes. For example, let's say Southeast Asia and East Asia is a growing demand for air cargo. India, Asia Pacific is a growing demand as well. So for understanding different scenarios and trying to make the best out of those scenarios is what airlines and air cargo operators are trying to look at, while of course managing the costs.